Hi everyone, my name is Kate, coming to you from Lima, Peru, where I'm a high school physics teacher. Shout out to Mr. Miller for asking me to show you some awesome physics today. I want to start by showing you an experiment that you can try at your house. The materials you're going to need are a fork, a spoon, some sort of glass, and either toothpicks or matches. If you're going to use matches, make sure that there's an adult around to help you. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your fork and spoon and you're going to interlace them by weaving the spoon in between the tines of your fork. Then you're going to take your toothpick or your match and you're going to weave it through the very center tine just a little bit so it's popping out the other side. It should look something like this. Now it takes a little bit of practice and patience, but once you find the right point, you should be able to get your spoon and fork to balance just using the match on one finger. It looks kind of cool, right? Now, if you take that same balance point and instead try to make it balance on the side of a glass. Again, it takes a little bit of patience and a little bit of practice, so hang in there if you don't get it right away. You should be able to balance your spoon and fork on the edge of a glass just by using a match. It seems almost impossible. Now, to understand how this trick works, we need to understand the center of mass. The center of mass talks about how mass is distributed. The key to this particular trick is the fact that we're using a long spoon and a long fork that has mass going all the way into the handles. Now, when that spoon and fork hangs down, the center of mass of the whole system drops to below the match. This creates a pretty stable system, and I can show you that when I give it a little wiggle, it doesn't even fall. Another thing that you can try is to take your match or your toothpick and put it in the top tine of your fork instead of the middle. You should still be able to find a balance point, but you might notice that the balance point has moved. It's no longer right at the tip, it's somewhere in the middle. So I'm gonna take that and put it back on my glass at that balance point. Get it nice and balanced up. And now the question becomes, how far could I burn this match before it'll collapse? Now this part you're gonna need an adult to help you out because we're gonna light our match on fire. Let's take a look. Oh, it's almost to the edge of the glass. It's still burning strong. And it's just reached the edge of the glass and my flame has gone out. The inside, the part of the match that I just lit, is no longer attached. And now my fork and spoon are balanced on half a match on the side of the glass. I'd encourage you to try this at home and see what variations you can get to work and what variations just don't work at all. I wonder if it's possible with two forks connected, or with a knife somehow, or with other objects I could find around my house. Does the type of glass make a difference? What if I used a drinking glass? That's for you to find out on your own. Thanks for joining me for this week's physics.